YouTube, what's going on, y'all? It's Pick Saber here, and welcome to another video. Really quickly, before I get into today's video topic, I want to remind you, if you're new here, go check out my introductory video where I go into detail about what type of content to expect on the channel. As we approach the upcoming college football season, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors face substantial hurdles as they try to replicate and build upon their previous success in 2025. Head coach Timmy Chang enters his fifth season at the helm, alongside offensive coordinator Anthony Arsenault and defensive coordinator Dennis Thurman. Although there is plenty of continuity on the coaching staff, Hawaii is suffering from substantial losses on the football field. The defense has to undergo a near total rebuild, as Hawaii lost 9 starters from a defensive unit that had a solid season in 2025. Replacing an entire defensive core creates inherent vulnerabilities, especially early in the season when chemistry and execution are put to the test. Hawaii will have to replace not only elite tacklers and pass rushers, but also the primary vocal leaders who align checks and coverages on the field. The defensive line and linebacker core have been subjected to an extensive makeover, creating major question marks regarding stopping the run and generating pressure. The interior and edge positions feature a patchwork of unproven returnees and portal hopefuls, while players like Ko Akana and Luther McCoy provide some foundational familiarity. The rotation relies heavily on incoming transfers who need to prove they can handle heavy snaps at the FBS level. Wyndon Hoahuli and Jaheim Otis are tasked with holding down the middle of the defense, but behind them, the depth drops off sharply. If injuries hit the front seven, Hawaii's ability to plug gaps against run-heavy Mountain West opponents will evaporate quickly, while the secondary retains some talent, such as nickelback Elijah Palmer and safety Conan Moore. They are now joined by an influx of defensive back transfers trying to learn complex schemes on the fly. New defensive backfields routinely suffer from blown coverages and busted assignments. A secondary still learning how to gel together is a prime territory for explosive plays. Sophomore quarterback Micah Alahado returns after a brilliant freshman campaign where he captured Mountain West Freshman of the Year honors and led the conference in passing. There is no question he can spin the football and operate the offensive scheme efficiently. However, his physical durability and recent injury history is a massive red flag, as he did miss 2 consecutive games due to a right ankle injury aggravated against Arizona. He also missed out on spring practice. Not to mention, Hawaii entered fall camp trying to piece together a cohesive unit up front on the offensive line. The program brought in several portal pieces, such as interior lineman Lipe Mawala, an Oregon transfer, Daenerys DeRosa, a San Jose State transfer, and Khalil Walker, a USF transfer. Leaning on a new group of blockers who are learning complex blocking schemes together for the first time can lead to communication breakdowns and blown assignments. Chang's system exposes the blocking unit to a high volume of true pass sets and isolated one-on-one pass blocking reps. Without an established rushing attack to force defenses to respect the run, opposing defensive coordinators can dial up exotic blitz packages and test the new line combinations repeatedly. Opponents can simply pin their ears back and tee off on a lightweight quarterback. Listed at 5'10" and 190 pounds, Alahado plays a style that exposes him to plenty of contact. Operating behind a rebuilt and unproven offensive line means he will frequently be forced to absorb hits, and a lack of depth at the quarterback position only multiplies the risk. If Alahado misses any time, the offensive ceiling plummets immediately. Hawaii also lost vertical threat Jackson Harris to LSU and productive wideout Brandon White to Kansas State. The coaching staff scrambled to replenish the wide receiver room via the transfer portal, adding names like Carson Brown, an Iowa State transfer, Devin Alves, a Virginia Tech transfer, and Trey Griffiths, an Oklahoma State transfer. While these additions look good on paper, learning the nuances and timing of Chang's complex passing concepts on short notice often leads to mistimed routes and a lack of consistent rhythm. Many people look at this Hawaii football team and see a flashy young quarterback, but what they're missing is that this offense will likely take a step back and look like a shell of its former self in 2026. Not to mention, Hawaii has struggled to maintain consistency on the road, as under Timmy Chang, they are 4-18 away from the island. The Rainbow Warriors opened with a tough road test at Stanford and played 5 other road games throughout the season. Navigating these environments with a depleted offensive line and a brand new defensive unit leaves little margin for error. I'm expecting this Hawaii team to take a step back, and I believe they will find it difficult to rack up 8 or more victories this upcoming season, which is why I moved on the under 7.5 wins at -155, as I project Hawaii at 7 wins. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as I will be bringing more college football videos just like this. But until then, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Pick Saber, clocking out.